part two. Okay, so I think when it comes to confidence, what people don't realize is it is a skill. It's not something that you exhibit as like a characteristic of who you are. It is a skill, honey. It is a skill to have self-reflective skills, to know that when you have those self-reflective skills, they're not shame. They're not coming from a place of like you hate yourself, and they're not coming from a place of where they are all of who you are. Again, it's not this idea of cognitive fusion. You are not your thoughts, you are not your actions, you are not your behavior. You are so much more than that. And again, you can obviously take the psychology class on this, but when it comes to actually having confidence, the main key that you have to actually do to make sure you're solid on this is self-talk. The way that I talk about myself, it can appear as egotistical, very selfish, very all about me, but I'm sorry, it is my life. I am the main character of my life. How I live it, why I live it, how I show it, allows me to live my life happily and in peace, by the way. And usually my opinion on things is allowed because it's my life. I get to live that. I get to make those decisions. And the reason why people can't find confidence within themselves is because they believe that they are the shittiest versions of themselves. They like the shittiest versions of themselves. Of course, there's this idea of conscientious of that concept. But again, if you don't know how to look inwards and see it as feedback and not critique, you're never gonna find confidence. And a person who is exuding confidence isn't because they're being egotistical or because they think they're the prettiest girl. It's truly because they know that at the end of the day, they know how they want to honor themselves and how they want to show up. How you talk about yourself out loud, not up here. The thing is, you do it up here all the time and you seem to like not judge it or like reflect on it. You seem to like believe every single thought. But the thing is, we have 20 million thoughts a day. The only reason why they matter to you is because of the emotions and the experiences have curated and shaped that narrative for you. The thing is, you can learn how to unlearn that part too. Stop listening to the stuff that doesn't make sense to you. A lot of it is not even your voice. But that's even hard to do when you don't know what the heck your voice is, right? And if you don't know what your voice is, learn how to talk about it out loud. Because I work from home, I literally talk to myself out loud how I do things procedurally and how I'm gonna get things done. How I talk out loud becomes the voice inside, because by me talking about out loud, my ears have to actually open, which means my brain has to stop working for it to actually hear me out loud. How I like to hear my voice, how I show up, allows me in social environments to know what to say and how to say, especially when someone is being like a prick about it, right? Because then I can stay true to who I am, because I know how I say things is gonna matter and how it changes the situation. I'm aware of that consciousness because I like that sense of control. I like to know how I show up in the world because I like being confident. And that's not anything that should be like put down, because as a woman who's raising a girl as well too, we need to be well self-assured. I don't know about you, but having to doubt yourself because you're believing all the self-doubts, that's a very primitive thing to do. My brain used to do that to save me from situations that were dangerous. I'm no longer dangerous. I have a beautiful house, a beautiful family, a beautiful life. That's not a system that is going to keep working for me. So I have done the work to unlearn that through self-talk. I literally talk to myself all day long. If not, I learned how to journal on that. And I think people are too caught up in the idea of doing it perfectly that that's the reason why it never actually comes true, because you don't know how to like balance off the negative self-talk with the positive self-talk and actually question what is the negative and how it actually aligns with who you are as a person. And that's even hard to do when you don't even know what your morals and values are, is because you're waiting on other people on how they live their lives and what they should be doing with their lives or how they perceive you or what your decisions is. Because at the end of the day, you have low confidence because you're still listening to what everybody thinks you should be doing and how you should be living your life. I don't know about you, but that's kind of annoying. That's exhausting. That's like seriously mentally exhausting to never really know what the heck makes you happy unless somebody else tells you that it's happy. That's weird. Why are you willing to put yourself on a pedestal for somebody else but not you? Like, that is the oddest thing to me. Okay, bye.